Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Justin Satawa YingYangSports July 4th edition. Stevie Y has brought the party. He's brought the fireworks. We are excited. He just signed Vladimir Tarasenko. Oh my goodness. We're hyped. We're ready to go. Is this what propels them into being a playoff team next year? I certainly hope so. But we'll get into that in a second. There's some line projections. There's still cap space to be done. This move doesn't restrict them at all, so that's super exciting. They had $22.7 million in cap space before this move. That drops to 18 million in cap space left. So they still got to sign Raymond and Sider, but you should have like $4 or $5 million left in order to be flexible and do something during this free agency period that is really going to take this team to the next level, because you currently are just a right defenseman away from being a legit, like, winning a playoff series contender. Like, you're not just to make the playoffs, which is what everyone wants, but actually to contend to win a series. Think about that. If you were a right defenseman away from that, that is why you had to stay patient. That is why you had to believe in the Yzer plan. And that's why you see me sitting here today extremely happy and extremely ecstatic that we made this happen, because we are about to go to the next level. You're seeing, yo, what's up, Varese? What's the move for the fourth? For me, I'm going on the boat. I'm actually gonna go literally right after this. I'm gonna go hit the boat up. But you gotta grill. You gotta have a couple beers for the people, and that's where what I think your July 4th should be. So hopefully you're doing one of the above. Hey, Vincent E, happy 4th of July. I appreciate you tapping in. But current line construction for next year looks like it's going to be DeBrincat, Larkin, and Raymond. Which no, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way they're splitting up Kane and DeBrincat. It will probably be Larkin with. It will be Kane and DeBrincat together, Raymond and Tarasenko together. Wow, that really makes me go, whoo, like that. And then what I like about it is Larkin and Comfer. It doesn't matter which one's where, because they both are defensively responsible centers who both can make up for the fact that there's a lack of defense there. Yo, LW, what's up? Yeah, I just decided to tap in. The Tarasenko trade happened, and the signing happened, and so I expected that, you know what, I should just tap in for a little while, say what's up, give my opinion on it. Might as well. So that's why I'm here. But then your back two lines also have a lot of depth to them. Like, you're gonna have Bergen and Rasmussen on your third line with Kopp, this says, which I don't know if that's really gonna happen. I'm hoping that's Casper. I really am. I really expect Casper to take a big jump, and there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to play bottom 6 minutes, because he's been playing top 6 minutes in GR. And for him to play bottom 6 minutes and be effective in the NHL, I think that's not too far-fetched. I think that's a very realistic option. I think this team making the playoffs now turns into, we are, like, even a Gustafsson signing away, like, in the DN. Like, we don't even have to make a splash signing. But we just need the decor to be a little better. We improved the goaltending. The goaltending was the biggest thing we had to improve on. We did that. I love the Cam Talbot signing. I like that you're going to be able to insert Lyon in at different places in the season, where Talbot starts most of the games, but Lyon starts a good sum of games, and he's effective because he doesn't have to carry the whole weight of the entire season, which is something that Cam Talbot's proven that he can do. So this team's really shaping up to look great come opening night. Nothing but exciting. Ooh, Steve Yzerman, 2024 NHL media availability. So maybe I'll be getting some quotes from Stevie Y on some of these moves in the next couple minutes. That would be absolutely epic. It is a video though, so hopefully so it'd be nice to have Woodward Sports beat reporter right now, so I could just be taking quotes off them. But it's okay. Hopefully, Stevie Y has some good things to say. He should. I don't think anyone in the fan base was expecting Vladimir Tarasenko. That was I mentioned it yesterday on the show. I was like, why not take him up, swing at Tarasenko? Like, why? Like, even if you have to overpay him on a short-term deal, like, why not? Like, that's someone who could really help this organization. And he did it, and he didn't even do it at the cost. He paid him the same amount as Kane. For someone who played in more games than Kane, was as effective as Kane, won the Stanley Cup. Like, this move is so brilliant. Like, it is actually just brilliance personified. by Steve Yzerman. Alan W. Lyon is really good when he's not overworked. I'm hoping Talbot can be that 1A. Yeah, exactly. I think it's an unrealistic expectation to think that it's going to be an even tandem where both of them are working off each other, and they're gonna be an aggregate. They're going to try to create something in the aggregate. They're going to be together. They're going to work together. They're going to try to man the net together. They're not going to be, and Talbot's going to teach Lyon a lot of things that are important, which maybe will make Lyon become the Cam Talbot of the future, where he can still be meaningful to this franchise, and we do re-sign him next season. But if he doesn't prove that this season, he's going to be gone. We're not going to stay down with that. He's going to want a bigger extension than he has currently. He's only worth $1.5 million. He probably will be paid at least a little more than that, at least 2.5, like Cam Talbot's paying. I probably think that that's not what we think is going to be the option for the Detroit Red Wings moving forward. But we'll just have to wait and see. I do like the goalie situation. I like that we have a good plethora of goalies that you can throw in at different points, and you feel like you have a competent netminder in your net, even if they necessarily aren't the best netminder in the net. They still can. Alan W. To me, the Tarasenko moves the needle more than Talbot. Now we need Trouba or Ekblad to solidify the defense. 100%. If it's one of those guys specifically, I'll be jumping off the walls. I'd be telling every single team in the Eastern Conference, you better watch out. You do not want to play us in the first round of the playoffs. We have veteran players. We have veteran scorers. We have veteran defensemen. We have a veteran goalie. Like, that is not the team you want to play against. And it's extremely enjoyable to be going into this Red Wings season with this much hope, this much excitement, that we are going to be a superb team next year. That's what really, like, talk about fireworks on 4th of July. Like, Steve Yzerman brought them, and I love it. I absolutely love it. He's got me smiling ear to ear, feeling like, we can do this. Like, this is actually, it's not like the Tigers where there's no like, you can't see the rebuild happening. You can't see the improvement. You see the players changing. You see the young players coming in, but the young players aren't being effective, and there's a difference which way you're gonna see with the Red Wings, as the Red Wings are going to continue to take these steps in order to become this championship level team that they're trying to get to in the next 2 to 3 years. And all these contracts say that yeah, we're bringing them in. Like, our window is starting to open. It might be open next year. It might not. But if it is open, we have players like Tarasenko and Cam Talbot to hold down the fort and to be that veteran elite presence that we need. Because people forget, and Neil brought it up, Cam Talbot was an all-star. He is 1 year removed from being an all-star. Like, that's... Like, you can say the age factor, and people do wear down when they get older, and I'm one to personally say so. Especially if any of you play Madden out there, once you hit 30, you're done. Like, you might as well get off my Madden team because you're about to go dipping down the rankings. The real life isn't like that. It's not that drastic. Especially a guy like Cam Talbot, who doesn't necessarily have the wear and tear that a true starting goalie has. He can still play starting goalie minutes because he has more of a length out career, a lot of fluctuation in games played, and I think it's a great time to be a Red Wings fan. I don't know what else to say. Like, talk about, like, ideal for an offseason. And another funny thing to look at is, Tarasenko and Kane were teammates on the Rangers less than 2 years ago. And now they're teaming up again in Detroit. And imagine you tell someone 10 years ago, when Patrick Kane is on the Blackhawks and Tarasenko is on St. Louis, they're going to be on the Red Wings together in 10 years? What? Like, imagine telling someone from 2014 that. Like, Kane's coming off a cup, Tarasenko's ascending, like, he's 2 years away from winning his first cup, and they were like, yeah, you're going to be in Detroit in 10 years after an absolutely grueling rebuild, 10 years long, that Steve Yzerman had to fix everything, and now you have a team of young guys that you're coming in to mentor, and, it's just amazing. It's so exciting, and hopefully Tarasenko can him and DeBrincat can come back to a little bit more of their point per game selves. DeBrincat didn't have a great year last year, and he does give me a little bit of worry as, well, now he's not even necessarily your second or third option. He's like your third or fourth option, which that makes me extremely happy. I think Raymond's going to absolutely ascend this season and show why he is arguably the best offensive forward on this team. LNW, they're still really good, but imagine them in 2016 on the wings. Yeah, imagine if we would have actually sent the contracts away. We actually tried to sign players to supplement, and we actually did just get ourselves into a talent discrepancy when we were when we were bad and trying to keep the streak alive, and that falls on you know who and you know who. I don't even have to say it. I've said it enough. But it is 4th of July. It's a holiday. We're not gonna get caught up in the negatives. We're in the positives. About to, you know, Steve Eisman lit off the fireworks. About to go enjoy them on my boat. Enjoy a beer. Hey, tap in. Let me know if you're gonna have, you're gonna grill something today. You're going to have some beer today or mixed drinks, whatever you decide. If you're going to do some special plans, let me know what you're doing in chat. I am curious. I am very intrigued into what you're doing. But that knock is the my timer because my dad only gave me a little bit of time before I could go on. We were going on the boat, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna record this pod real quick and let my opinion out on the Tarasenko situation because my last thoughts on Tarasenko is he's lost a step in terms of his legs, but he's still the smart offensive hockey player that you needed to add to this team, and there's no reason why this top six is as good as any top six in the NHL. This top six scoring wise, this top six player wise, can compete with anyone up and down the NHL, and that's exciting to me. That's what I wanted from this offseason, and now we're a right defenseman away from being in true playoff contention to win a playoff series, not just make it, to win a playoff series, and that's what I wanted, and that's what I am so happy about. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the rugby season next year. LNW, thank you. I appreciate you tapping in. I really don't care as long as I'm grateful for one person. I'm grateful for 0 people. I'm still gonna do what I got to do. And do we still bring back Sprong on the third line? I'd like to see it. If we bring back Sprong on the third line, see now the money issue, that might be where we're getting into it. I think that now Eisman's not going to sign Sprong until he knows about the defensive core. And so I'd love to bring back Sprong. I think Sprong brings a great thing to this team, a great secondary scoring option, especially if he's on the third line. I believe he played a lot of second line minutes last year. So if he's on the third line being a third line scorer for your team, that's how you build it deep, like how the Panthers have it. And that's where our goal has to end up. So if we could bring Sprong on a short-term deal, even if it's a long-term deal, it can be a 4-year deal. He's 27. 27 on a low-income deal. That's what I want to see. I'd be very excited about that. But thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you so much. And go Red Wings. Have a great 4th of July. Enjoy your holiday. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm sure I'll have an appearance on Woo because of this trade and the signing. And I'm sure, and I will have an NHL special for you on Friday as well. So I'm glad I got to tap in. I love tapping in for everyone, and have